So hello, everybody. Well, the meeting is in progress. I'm going to, what do I do to make it go away? Got it?
Just talk.
I don't have to do anything? Okay, all right, all right. Hi, I'm Bethel. How are you? So good to see you. We're so glad you're here. This is a beautiful day at Namaste, and I know wherever you are, it's a beautiful day too. So we're going to start off. Well, first, we start off because I'm welcoming you. That's my first job, to welcome you. Do you all feel welcomed?
Yes.
Good. Then I've done my first job. That's
Good
welcome.
job.
Okay, my second job is to is it a prayer for prayer and then the daily word? Okay, my second job is a prayer. So I'm going to get serious for the prayer. So everybody gets serious with me, but not for very long, okay? So place your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. Let's breathe in and out 3 times together. So we join together today in prayer and in love and in peace. And we know that we are protected. And we know that God is with us always, no matter where we are, no matter what we do. God is with us always because we are a part of God and God is a part of us. So let's just remember our truth. Remember why we came here. We are here only to be truly helpful. We are here to represent the one who sent us. We do not have to worry about what to say or what to do because she who sent us will direct us. We are content to be wherever God wishes, knowing that she goes with us. And we will be healed as we let God teach us to heal. Take another deep breath and feel that peace and love that's within your heart. And know that we are joined as one, no matter what part of the planet we're on, we're joined as one. And it's in that joining that we find the peace and the love and the joy. Amen. And the daily word for today is protected. Sometimes I may feel at the mercy of a changing, tumultuous world I cannot control. This is never true. Even though the chaos of the world may swirl around me, at the center of my being is a perfect place of peace and calm. Whenever I am in need of a safe refuge, I turn to God within. To reach this place of tranquility and reclaim my feeling of security and protection. The sun always rises after the longest, darkest night. I remind myself of this truth and feel grateful as I allow the light of spiritual understanding to release and reclaim whatever power I may have unwittingly given to a fear-based thought. Fully in tune with the divine presence within, I move safely and confidently through every challenging circumstance. And from 1 John, the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world. Thank you for your attention. And now we're going to have our wonderful Reverend Johannis come up. And I think she's got a guitar in her hands. I think she's going to sing. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Well, we have the mask because we came here 2 days ago, and it's important to take care of each other. Remember our service on Friday that we shower the people we love with love. It's so good to be here. Thanks, Bethel, for your beautiful, joyful spirit. You are an angel. So many people are asking me, and I know this is my husband, Jack. They are asking us, what are we doing here? Well, this is an idea that just we had for some time. I remember James and I were talking like years ago about the possibility of having a unity ministry here at Namaste Village. And because I am an ordained unity minister, he told me about that beautiful idea. But what is exactly what we are going to do here? Because several people are approaching me and asking me, and even in my ministry, I have an online ministry in Spanish, Unity para Todos, and they are asking me, Reverenda, what are you going to do at Namaste Village? Well, I'm going to ask Jack to explain what is exactly what but remember, we plan and God laughs, so we are open and receptive to work around the idea.
So this is one of the few times I get to steal the camera from Johannis. People ask me what I do for a living. I say I'm a retired attorney, but really what I am Johannis, CFO, CEO, COO, general gopher, and very happy and contented personal slave. So my job is to be the background support for our ministry, which started as Mission Unity and is now Unity para Todos, went online in 2018. And I think the best way to start this out is that in March, when we came down here to visit after this P from the other pod with James had been talking for a couple of years, we came down here and it became very clear that we were all on the same page. We had a meeting and we Skyped, we Zoomed in David MacArthur, and we talked about what the vision was to have here. And what we came up with was this would be a regular unity ministry. So those of you who are familiar with unity services, the goal is to have a regular unity service here every Sunday and to have a ministry that works out of Namaste Village here. Just like there's a unity churches everywhere almost everywhere around the country, certainly in many places in the world. So our goal is to evolve into that. To get there, we're going to wind up incorporating and doing all the things we have to do to become a chartered Unity Worldwide ministry. And the unique feature that we're going to do here is, while Johannis will be the senior minister and ultimately responsible as the senior minister for Unity at Namaste Village, we're going to have rotating ministers come here every month.
Wow.
And this is James Francis' commitment. He's not only giving the facility to Unity Namaste Village, he's going to give free room and board for the month that the minister is on duty here. And we have 9 ministers already lined up. Unfortunately, the one we have for September had an illness. His wife needed surgery, so he could not come. But from October through April, we now have a new minister almost every month. There may be some overlap, there may be some duplication or underlap, and Johannis will fill in whenever there's a vacancy. So that's the unique thing of what we're doing, which is a blessing here to this community, because you're going to get to see the cream of the crop here. These are retired, experienced unity ministers who are going to be coming through here, bringing their own unique perspectives and their own unique talents, because they're going to be encouraged but not required to do workshops and to share with you some of their basic stuff. And they're all going to, I'm sure, going to want to do that, just like David did when he was here, when he did heart math, for those of you who were here then. So that's the idea. That's the general framework for it all. And if there are questions, we can answer them. But if not, I'll hand it back to my jefe, my boss.
So what is the beauty of unity? Because James has been really, really dedicated to our awakening process, because we are all here with that. That's our goal, to awaken to the reality of who we are. And unity embraces so many paths. We believe that all paths take you to God. And each minister, each one of us have our own unique path to God. When in A Course in Miracles, we read, a universal theology is impossible, but a universal experience is not only possible, but necessary. That's what we are having here every time we gather together, and people who are with us connected online. An universal experience is not only possible, but necessary. If I share with you, for example, my spiritual experience, I was born in a beautiful Catholic, mystic environment with my parents, and we are 15 brothers and sisters. So my mother was a mystic, so we were raised like that, and with music, singing. In my house there were pianos and guitar and saxophone and everything. So we all sing together. We read the life of all these saints. That was my environment. Then at the age of 19, I immersed myself into A Course in Miracles. In less than 4 months, I had read at that age. I was in college at that time, and I read the whole book like in 4 months and doing the lessons. And I read the book again, and since the age of
this was in Spanish on carbon copies.
Yes, there were no translation, official translation of A Course in Miracles, and I didn't speak English when I was 19. So I was immersed in A Course in Miracles, and I have read that book, I don't know, 23, 24 times. I have done the lessons like 7 or 8 times. I know it says that it's only once, but
and eventually she'll get it. That's okay.
Then something interesting happened, and it's that I joined a Jungian Institute in Puerto Rico. So I had the blessing of studying interpretation of dreams, the analysis of the subconscious mind. I did all this inner process that in a Jungian, if some of you have been in a Jungian Institute, you know how it is. You work with yourself, with your inner shadow, as Carl Jung called it. And it's the same thing. The thing is to awaken to the truth of who we are. So, and then I had a calling of becoming a unity minister. I was facilitating A Course in Miracles in a unity church in Miami, Unity on the Bay. I had no intention of becoming a unity minister. But, you know, that's what I say, you make plans and God laughs. So I start listening to the calling. And also I met Jack in the chaplaincy program, which is the prayer program. And I was denying that calling. I said, no way, I'm not going to be a unity minister. No way, no. I told Jack, this is crazy. He said, what's going on? I said, I'm feeling that I'm not going to. Anyway, you don't fight with callings. So I became a unity minister. And so here we are. Right now I used to be the choir conductor at Unity on the Bay. I got so many until I am here. I started my unity ministry in Spanish in Miami, as Jack said. So that's being in a nutshell, my spiritual path. Now, if I ask each of you, I'm sure you have your own story of how you are here. So, for example, Jack, why don't you share a little bit of
My journey.
journey? Yes.
Well, we'll start with my family. My family has been secular Jewish for at least 3 generations. I think you have to go back to my father's grandfather before there was a practicing Jew. The same on my mother's side. And they were atheists, agnostic. They said they always wanted to believe in God, they just couldn't. And that's the way I was until 1997, and lying on the carpet in my living room due to back problems. I've been in tremendous pain, and I essentially was relegated to lying on my back in the house. I see nodding heads in the 90-90 position. That's the only way. I couldn't sleep for weeks. So I was kind of desperate. I'm lying there. And I've really done very, very little religious background reading other than being exposed in college to some Bible course I took as a lark, and just what you pick up. And as a lawyer in legal training, I'm used to figuring everything out. So I'm lying there on the floor, and all of a sudden I started feeling tingling sensation throughout my whole body. And it's hard to describe, but my mind kind of went blank, and then it went into the stratosphere, and I had the sensation of oneness with everything. I had no idea what was going on. I never had come close to anything like that. I had no idea what it was, but I knew it was God. I didn't know what the word was. I didn't know what I meant by God, but I knew that experience for me was God. And being the intellectual that I am, I, of course, went on a big intellectual trip to try to figure that out. I started reading Ram Dass. I read Houston on the religions of the world. I started reading stuff about quantum physics. I read everything I could get my hands on to try to figure it out. And I stumbled across the Course in Miracles. And I remember reading the introduction to the Course in Miracles and just weeping. In fact, I started crying thinking about it now because it so touched me in terms of that's one sentence. This is a universal experience that I wish everybody could have. And I'm sure many of you in the audience have had something like it, or probably even more. It was, and in fact, what the theme from the, no, this is what we read here about a universal experience. The daily word today was perfect because that's exactly what was going on with me right then. Is through my oneness with God, I felt protected, and I had never felt that way before until this experience. So that was my journey. And in 2000, I had a all-paid vacation with my then girlfriend, who for whatever reason bailed on the vacation. So I was there alone for a week doing yoga, cranial sacral therapy, and reading everything I could get my hands on. And I came back just so prayed up, so centered, that it wasn't for 6 weeks when I started coming down that I realized how high I had been. So I bet I see nodding heads in here that those of you have the experience that's what goes on. And that's when I met her. She saw me when I was at my best. Thank you, God.
At Unity on the Bay. That's
Right.
Yeah.
So we met in November of 2000, and we were married in February of 2002. So we've been together for roughly 20 years, be 20 years married in next February. And thank you for picking me out of the herd. So she convinced me to run for the board at Uni on the Bay. Oh, by the way, I met her in the chaplaincy program. There's a whole lot of stories around that. I mean, I met her in the chaplaincy program. I proposed to her in the middle of a chaplaincy meeting. So where was I going? Oh yeah, I ran for the board at the Uni on the Bay. I was on the board there, and then I got appointed to the board of Uni Worldwide Ministries in 2009. I was the second lay person ever to serve on that board. And in 2012, I became the first lay person elected to the board of Uni Worldwide Ministries. And I served there until 2016, I think. And I got the Light of God Expressing Award for my service to the Uni Worldwide Ministry, of which I am probably not worthy of, but I'm very proud of. And we meditate almost every morning that we can together. We do a reading together. This is our life's work. I'm essentially now fully retired. And as I said at the beginning, I am her happy and contented personal slave doing this business and learning from this sainted person. And I saw James just wandering by. I want to thank him again for making all of this possible here.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. So, as I said, if I ask each one of you, you will have your own path. But we have come to understand that the truth is that we are here only to be truly helpful. That's it, nothing else. So I'm going to, before joining together with a song that we are going to sing all together, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep and slow breath and exhale. Think for a moment about your spiritual path. And recognize how blessed you are, how blessed I am, how blessed we are. Whatever journey took us at this moment, we are here in the presence of the divine. We are here celebrating our oneness with God and with each being. And we feel grateful. Gratitude, joy, life. Thank you, Father, Mother, God. We feel so blessed for your presence in our life, for your presence in the life of all those we love dearly. We know that we are being guided by the Holy Spirit to communion with one another. With that in our heart, I invite you to join me to sing the song. Imagine that it's your heart who is singing. It's the very easy song that says, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed for all that I am. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed. So we will, and all of you there online, sing along also. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, Lord. I am so blessed. Louder. I am so blessed, beloved ones, unless you have a question or something, we are going to close this session with our prayer for protection. Do you have any questions? No? Now we are going to do the prayer for protection a little bit different, okay? We are going to do, you know that the prayer for protection starts with the light of God surrounds us. The light of God surrounds us. And then we are going to say, I am the light of God. Okay, and then the love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. And then I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Okay, so let's do that with power.
Yeah.
Let's start. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I
am the love of
God.
God.
The power of God
protects
protects us.
us.
I am the power of God. The presence of God
God
watches
watches over us. I am the presence of God.
wherever we are. God is, and all is well. Amen. Amen.
Oh, that was beautiful.
So blessings to all of you, and have a beautiful, joyful, blessed week.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good week.
I
We
love you
appreciate
all.
you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I love you, Vicky.